Hey, Sagittarius. What's your story today? What are you putting out to the universe? What interests you today? What messages do you need to receive? You probably know it already, but we'll let the universe, spirit, have their say. So, what does Sagittarius need to hear today? Soulmate relationship. There's a lesson to learn. I feel like this is for some of you, it would be a long partner. For some of you, it's testing your lessons. And there's your set your sights higher. Are you going to ignore the red flags? Are you going to allow this person to treat you the same way others have? So the one you do, set your sights higher. It's a test run, this one. Some of you're getting the partners that you have worked hard to get, that you have worked on yourself for. And that's not the reading here today. This one's about not letting, excuse me, I have my cup of tea in my face. This one's about not letting red flags go unnoticed this time. To not hold the rose-coloured glasses too heavily, have them too coloured in that you can't see the foot traps, the traps that you can walk into. Not that this person's trying to trap you, but it's like you're walking back into a scenario. Could be the same person, could be a new person. Be careful that you don't avoid dealing with red flags. Some of them just need to be spoken about and see what reaction is. Some of them are very simple and they're sorted out very quickly. Okay, so some of you might be looking at red flags and walking away from a relationship that's actually meant for you, that is worth it for you. Now I'm hearing you need to remember everyone grows up differently. Everyone's environment, everyone's expectations are different. So those that are, okay, this is for people that are finding the ones that are long-term relationships, possible long-term relationships. We can always change that direction. There's free will on every level. It's all perception. It's all how you want to see things, how you want to work through things. Anyway, be careful you're not focusing so heavily on looking for red flags that you need to put some rose-colored glasses on. I got yin and yang. You got the ones that too much red rose-colored glasses on, and one that's not enough. You need to find a balance. Look and understand when they're showing up. See them for what they are. Work through them, talk through them, do what you need to do. If there are red flags that you really need to walk away from, do so. Have a balanced view of this scenario, whichever one this is for you. There's not a lot of you, okay. Quite a number of you will be tested. It's a test run. Have you truly learned? Have you truly understood what those previous lessons were giving you in relationships? Some of these mother-daughter, mother-son, father-son, not necessarily relationships, but we carry those relationships of family, particularly parents to child, into our soulmate relationships if we haven't done with that healing. We haven't sorted those things out, we will find it through this. It's another avenue. The universe will give it to you in every way possible until you learn that lesson. I won't move on to another one until you've learnt that one. So part of you need to set yourselves higher, sights higher. Actually, all of you do, in different ways. One is, don't always look for the red flags. They will show up. If you're constantly looking for it, you can't be present in the moment of enjoying what you've got there, of seeing it, what it is right in front of you. It's almost like some of you are waiting for the shoe to drop. Not necessarily going to happen, because there isn't necessarily a shoe to drop. The other side, you're so caught up in the relationship that you miss the red flags. Those that are being tested, this could look very close to what you want. But there's red flags in there that you would walk away from if other things were there. Let's separate. I'm separating and I'm bringing together. Separating and bringing together. Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Little friend, over there. I do not know your name, but you are cute. Mushroom, zooming. Why are you reversed? There's an offer coming. Some of you don't want to take it because you're scared it's going to be repeats of old shit. Stand up and be you. You're independent. You know how to think for yourself. Hold your Empress position either way. Know that no matter what happens, you're okay. Then you know you can be okay. You know you can act. You know you can move away. You know you can get better. You know you can build a situation. You enter in any relationship knowing you're going to be okay. There's no reason for a relationship to knock you around. You'll feel emotional, you feel sad, whatever, if that's needed. But knowing you'll always be okay. Because you know how to act. If someone's behaving a certain way, you know how to act. You can walk away. You have the ability, because there's always something else to come. I've got to be careful with that, because people will go, okay, well, there's always better. What's the point in going to these relationships? They're worth looking at. You right there? Hey, down please. Thank you. They're worth looking at to see whether you've learnt your lessons. Some of you will look at it, the scenario, and just go, nope, that's just not for me. And that's okay. Walk away. That's fine. But know that's truly, truly in you that it's not for you. It's grounding you. It's knowing you, that you are okay, that you can walk away, that you can you can be vulnerable, you can open yourself up. Whatever's needed at the time, you can do for you. It's always about you. It's not about the other person. It's always for you. I'm not saying be selfish and not give a damn about the other person. That's not the case. It's compassion, love, and understanding on all levels. They're your main three: compassion, love, and understanding. Knowing your limits. Knowing your limits and what you accept. knowing what's right for you. You place yourself first, everyone else will place you where you need to be. Divine Feminine number 4. This 31, which goes down to a 4. Determination, discernment, understanding. Move forward. Be determined in what direction you move. But be flexible enough to change as the situation requires. Spirit's taking me out of my comfort zone because relationships are not my forte. I prefer to work other directions, so I'm being pulled out of my comfort zone doing these, and they're doing a few more of them lately. All right, hidden wisdom. Wisdom for the hidden realms. Let's see what you've got. Oh, there you got flipped over. The Desert King. Survival, false promises. You go out to the desert to test yourself. You go out to the harsh environments to test yourself. So to me, that's still saying you are being tested. But I'm tested on 2 grounds. Some of you are being tested to see whether you've learnt your lessons about the past. For others, do you have enough discernment to find out whether this is actually for you or not? In the sense of, will you continually look for the wrongs in people so that this doesn't work? It confirms that no relationship works. There's still a belief to work through. Have you learnt that lesson? There's lessons here on each level. Just from the angels. Pulled this out the last reading. Actually, I don't want to take that many. Okay. You're going to flip those 2 over, eh? Right. Okay. We have Caressa. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to the next step. Happiness awaits you now. I feel that's for the ones that have learnt their lessons. Are they going to hold too much to the idea that everyone is the same and will treat them the same and avoid going into relationships because of that? So that's 1. Patience. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. I feel like most of you have done this, being tested to see how much you've learnt. But it's going to be over time. For some of you, it's going to be a bit of time. Especially for those that are going into relationships that are actually quite good. They're matching their energy perfectly. Some won't be quite perfectly. It's going to take a bit to work it out. So patience. You don't have to decide straight away. You can allow things to move along. Be the Queen of Swords, discernment on what you'll accept and what you won't. But be ready to accept. We're ready to cut out. They are your tools that you have at your disposal. Doesn't mean you need to act on it straight away. Give it time, work it through. You may find that other people's expectations create a certain action. and a certain word, a bit of a word on that scenario will help find common ground, find common understanding. What else do we need here? Oh, let's get a chakra card. Multiple stories in one can be so confusing because I've got to work on both sides of the structure and they're not doing it exactly separately. They could exactly go, you know, story 1, story 2. Alright, so we've got dreams, which is the third eye, number 26. And we have soul chakra, soul healing. Again, two sides of the coin on this one. Fulfilling your dreams is either staying with the person or moving on. But it's your choice. It's always going to be your choice. But are you making the choice out of fear? Are you making a choice out of learned lessons? Are you making the choice because you fear that the learned lessons are going to keep giving you the same thing? Discernment, my darling. Discernment is the biggest word right now. With the Queen of Swords being at the back of the deck. Something you need to put into action is discernment. Don't jump in too quickly, don't walk away too fast. It's a patience timing thing. Okay, I feel like I need to leave it there. I'll just end up repeating myself again. If anyone wants a personal reading, my details will be in the description. You can email me and I will give you feedback. Okay, Sagittarius, I will leave it there and I will see you next time.